say my body count was like 3,100, but I was really, I didn't feel too bad about it because my ex-chick down in the body had like 2,000 or whatever, but so it was like when I was dealing with my chick, she couldn't really be like, oh, your body count's too much because her body count like 2,000. And my body count like 3,000, so it's like, damn, like I didn't feel too bad about it, honestly.
Y'all saw the intro, Reaper Gang. There's really people in the adult industry spreading viruses like prime Germany. We gotta go ahead and investigate this because I'm just not understanding why you would do this. Let's get directly into it, man.
I'm here to tell you guys that allegedly Gucci Third Leg is out here giving people HSV2, that is genital herpes. If you collabed with him and then found out a month to 3 months later that you have genital herpes, there's a high likelihood that you got by that man. Please go get tested if you did have any collaborations with him. I know a lot of people are being insensitive and saying like, oh, he fucks everybody raw. How are you surprised? Stuff like that is not always common knowledge. And another thing is there are several.
I'm not even gonna hold you. In the adult industry, they definitely raw dogging most of the time. I'm not going for that.
On social media, so a lot of people aren't aware of his gross or abusive ways until they actually experience it. They don't see it on social media. So I'm going to say this a couple times on my platform to make sure that the word gets out because I have now a big platform. Gucci, I've been waiting for this. Devastating, but I just got another phone call that Gucci Third Leg infected another girl allegedly with HSV2. If you are a victim of this man, please come forward, text.
They talking about this nigga like one of Satan's greatest soldiers. You feel what I'm saying? Like they talking about this nigga like he the bringer of doom. Like what could he possibly be spreading? Like I know he's spreading it, but like how efficiently is he spreading it?
Personally, I will get your story out there completely anonymously. Please. There are so many people that are just getting swept under the rug. He literally told this fucking person, everybody has herpes in the industry. No, they don't. I'm just gonna say, yes, he can.
Everyone got herpes in the industry. I don't remember seeing that on the front of the hub. I used to see tired of beating your meat. Sign up for like, I'm not used to seeing that type of stuff. I ain't never seen that.
It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci Third Leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was going to send me his test results. And he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to
No. If he never sent you to, and I'm not gonna critique this because this is completely wrong. If you're intentionally spreading stuff like this, that's not cool. But again, especially in this industry and in life in general, if they're not giving you a test, don't do it. You didn't get the test. Why'd you do it?
So many girls, and there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was.
I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all saw the intro. He was bragging about 3,000 bodies. If we do advanced mathematics, you would have to say out of 3,000 girls, if he's just spreading this willy-nilly, what made you think you weren't gonna get anything? You smashed him raw, and he had 3,000 bodies. 3,000. We not even in that year yet, my dog. He got more bodies than current years that's documented. You feel what I'm saying?
I didn't do my research, and it is my fault. I know the people that already have it know exactly what I'm talking about, but whenever you realize and find out.
Ola would, oh nah, you shouldn't have smashed that, and I don't mean this in no offensive way, but this sound like a voodoo curse. Ola with Tubo, that sound like a nigga that has sinister intentions. I don't know why, but it got a weird ring to it.
Something as severe as that, it's heartbreaking. It causes you to go through an immense amount of trauma and depression. I was going through so much at the time, and I've already gone through so much, so at the time it was very hard for me to speak up about anything. I do fully disclose anybody that I have sexual interactions with. I tell them before. Nobody is made unaware. You guys can demonize me, whatever, but
I ain't gonna demonize you, baby, but that OnlyFans meta is patched. Let this be a lesson. You might want to stay away from that because no matter what check you're getting, consistently interacting with guys that have 3,000 plus bodies raw, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Hearing these girls sob and not know what to do because for a while they didn't know if that's what was going on. It's so sad because the agency does not make you test. Talent testing does not make you test for herpes. That is one of the only things.
What is the name of this agency? We need to know. What kind of agency that's in the adult work industry not testing for that? That's one of the big three. What the fuck is you talking about?
That they don't make you test.
Okay, so since we think that my story is so interesting and I have so many people tuned in, let me educate the public real quick. There are so many STDs that people do not get tested for, like HPV. HPV is an STD that most men can't get tested for because you have to stick a cotton swab in your tip in order to detect that virus inside of you. Most women don't know what.
This shit sound like a lobotomy. That's why I just be chilling, reading comic books and playing video games. I don't want to be sticking no swab in my meat because I'm over here like I'm going to get tested. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the less sexually active you are, the less chance you have to catch these type of things. I know where my shit been. I've been chilling. I've been on doing this.
What they have until they're 21 years of age because they're not allowed to get a pap smear until they're 20-fucking-1. MGen, mycoplasma genitalium, is an STD that people don't even know exists. Only porn stars get tested for that shit. You have to literally ask them and beg people, high key. Because I remember one time I didn't get tested.
You know, I've seen her on multiple 20v1s. I've seen her on Deshae Frost videos. I've seen her everywhere. Not one time did she give this soliloquy or this class. We don't want to hear it now. When you were shaking your booty on that camera and everything like that, we don't want to hear it now. Don't try to give me a speech now because this is your fault. You literally did not make sure that the dude got tested. You didn't do your due diligence. With a nigga with 3,000 bodies, you lying, ain't you? And I'm not blaming you, but I have to blame you a little bit. A little bit of this is on you, but mainly the guy is the worst part of it because you don't spread that if you know you got it. That's a crime.
Testing. And I had to literally beg my freaking gynecologist to test me for MGen because they don't just test for it. Hepatitis. There is hepatitis A, B, and C. Only C is curable, and you have to go on medication for 3 months. The rest of them, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, the rest of them is lifelong. People don't even know about trichinomasis. They just know about gonorrhea, chlamydia, and HIV.
Why you saying that with sass? Like we need to know the full index of STDs. We not gonna be doing nothing to. It's good to know, but I'm not finna go down the STD glossary and because I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing that as my profession, and those are one of the dangers that you got to think of when you get into this type of profession. You just got to think about it a little bit and say, worst case scenario, this is that worst case scenario. So if this is the worst case scenario, you should think twice before you get into that industry because that's bad, man.
HSV2 and HSV1. 2 viruses that also are not regularly tested on regular full panels. I'm just telling y'all that before you sit here and kiki and laugh at the next bitch for finding out that they have an STD, make sure that your results are all negative. You don't know what's going on.
Are you really trying to give me this little speech like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself? Well, ain't nobody even laughing at you. We just saying, why would you do that if you didn't do no test? You should have said no test, no sex. So it's just the number one rule. I'm not gonna laugh at you and I'm not gonna clown you, but I ain't gonna sit over here either and let you get his Martin Luther King Jr. ass speech. Get your ass down with all that and go
You
face
don't
some
know
consequences.
the dangers of having sex. Don't have sex unless you know, coming from a bitch that didn't know that the person that they were about to collab with, her first collab, was somebody who had an active sore. I'm stupid. I know. I did not know. I was uneducated about HSV2. I was not aware of what a lesion looked like. You guys can laugh at me. It's fine. I laughed at myself. I scolded myself. I bullied myself. None of the shit that you guys are saying to me.
STD marks, herpes marks, literally, you can see them. So say, for instance, you was shooting a scene with that guy and his meat had a little bump on it. I mean, if you see a bump, if a nigga shit looking like, a crunch bar, you need to be like, you know what? I ain't finna do that. Let me know, ladies. If you see any bump, even your husband, your man, if you see any bump on that glizzy, are you doing something? That's literally rule number one. That there must have been something on the table so great that you was willing to ignore all them red flags. Come on, sis.
It's stuff that actually fucking hurt. I just need everybody to be aware. I do not want to watch another person lose their mind on my phone because they did not know that they were fucking with somebody that was going to give them herpes. Stay vigilant. And before you laugh at somebody, please be educated. Please know what the fuck you got going on.
So a nigga I used to fuck with is literally, I guess, trying to, like, gain something out of the situation. I don't know.
What does that caption say? I said you ate my ass after I caught it, please. Yo, if I find out there's a diabolical Danny ass nigga that ate that booty after she, oh, I'll turn it off.
The fuck he's trying to gain, but he's trying to act like I gave Bentley, Deshae, Lil Mike, a whole bunch of people. He's naming people that I didn't even fuck, bro. But no, I didn't give any of them herpes. None of them have herpes, at least from me. Shit, I don't know what the fuck they got, but shit, they don't got it from me. Shit. Another thing, be careful, cause you acting like I got karma for saying that you ate my ass. Nigga, you ate my ass. The fuck do I gain out of saying that you ate my ass or you did eat my ass? Nigga, you ain't nobody for real.
So you just gonna bring the whole ship down with you, huh? He ate your booty off that nasty ass shit, but you just couldn't sink alone, huh? You had to drag niggas. I don't even blame you. Matter of fact, I'm taking this to the grave. No way in the world I'm saying this on camera on this many TikToks. This video shouldn't even be this long. You couldn't get that out of me. If I catch that shit, I'm going off the grid and I'm never having sex again in my life. If that's the penalty I got, you know, for the decisions I made, I just gotta live with it.
But I digress. Y'all be safe out here. Karma's a bitch, so don't laugh at people, because God don't like ugly. You saying everybody saw it is insane. If I didn't expose that lesion yesterday, nobody would believe me, bro. Nobody would still believe me. Bro, are you fucking serious?
Now, as far as the lesion go, there is a picture that I'll put the Twitter link to the whole thread and just everything that went down, but it is not appropriate for YouTube. But there was a lesion that she just ignored and for some reason went for it. So you'll see that. But
y'all motherfuckers talking about everybody fucking saw it. There was 100,000 likes on his video of him posting me, and he was burning me, bro. And then he kept posting me. So I kept posting because it just kept going viral. Nobody saw the lesion until I fucking just zoomed in on the bitch on my Twitter yesterday. Fuck is wrong with you bitches?
I'm not believing that because in that scene, you know what I'm saying? There was some foreplay going on. And the thing is, when you're giving foreplay, you're looking at the glizzy. You're not finna sit there and tell me you closed your eyes and went like, that's not how it works. You saw it. And that's the thing. If you see a bump, I mean, come on, bro. I'm trying. You feel me?
You can still catch herpes with a condom. If the condom is not covering the herpes lesion, because some people can have a herpes sore on their ass, have sex with somebody, and their balls can rub against their asshole, and guess what? You now have herpes on your balls, meaning that you now have genital fucking herpes. Talking about use protection. Y'all, you guys could be fucking somebody that you think it's a fucking outbreak, and they have it right here on a regular part, and they're giving you herpes. You can have a herpes sore on your ass cheek. Please do your research. Please stop yelling at me. Please stop telling me that this is crazy and STDs are crazy. Please do your research. I'm so tired of...
I did mine. You need to do that research. The Big Reaper did his. Don't even worry about it.
Y'all just being loud and wrong. Just use protection. Bitch, you can catch it with protection. So since my recent...
So basically, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So because you caught this shit, you encouraging people not to use condoms on top of that? That's what you're basically saying. If either way I could catch it, what is my defense? There is defense. It's due diligence and tests. Stop making it seem like there's no way to defend against this. Think about the industry you in, the choices you made, and the lack of due diligence. I mean, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a two-way street, and we ain't even got on Dr. Doom yet. Don't think I'm exonerating this nigga, because this is not the only girl he infected. This nigga is a war criminal, and I'm going to get to that.
Virality on social media. I've had a lot of people text me who have recently been diagnosed with HSV2 and even were diagnosed with it in the past. I want to say to those who are already keen and are knowledgeable on this topic and have also reached out to me to tell me that it's curable, I am definitely looking into it, and I am fully aware of the alkaline diet, and I am fully open to trying it.
Girl, you wishfully thinking. Girl, did you just say alkaline diet? I'm gonna let you know right now, HSV2, that's permanent, baby. So you might as well go ahead and go to Taj Mahal and talk to Dr. Strange and them niggas, because you're gonna need magic.
But
ain't nothing
I
else
want to
going.
address the people that are texting me and talking about how did you do it? How did you get past the point where you didn't feel like
I'm going to
dying?
hell.
Where this thing wasn't weighing on you heavily, where it wasn't debilitating in your life? Because me personally, I know whenever I first found out, I didn't want to do anything. I had a crippling depression at one point where I gained a ton of weight. I stopped taking care of myself. I loathed myself. I wasn't well. And I know that there's a lot of people out there experiencing that same exact thing currently, and I just want to tell you guys that it gets better. You just have to...
There are people that experience this, but the difference is that between the girls that are not in that industry and messing with guys with 3,000 bodies and the girls that's not in that industry actually trusted somebody. There was no red flags and they got tricked. I can't say you got tricked because he has 3,000 bodies. Just do the math, baby. 3,000 bodies? What did you thought his shit was clean? I just don't know. I don't know where you're getting that
still
from.
Completely worthy of love. God loves you. You should love you unconditionally. I feel like I was blessed and fortunate enough to even be on a spiritual journey, even leading up to the events that did occur. But I just want to say that loving yourself unconditionally and understanding that and knowing.
Unconditional love, spiritual journey, you know what that means. That's a list of regrets. Some shit just went south. Anytime you hear somebody talk about that spiritual journey and all of that shit, you know what time it is.
No matter what is done, you will be forgiven at the end of the day. So forgive yourself. And this even goes for HIV, hepatitis, other incurable diseases, and so on. The disease gets a little less potent. The medication kicks in. People start listening and empathizing. People come around in your life as soon as you start to accept yourself that accept you because you are what you attract. The moment that you accept and love yourself is the moment that you will find and attract and keep the people that truly love you. I promise you, you can use this as a journey to get more in tune with your health, your mental and physical health, understanding what it is that you need to cope, understanding what it is your body needs in order to stay healthy. I now know what I like sexually because not only is having sex now a more important thing in my life and a more cautious thing, catching something like this is heavy, but you...
Was it not important before? I know I'm not trying to interject and like nitpick, but literally your OnlyFans, so it's kind of like it was important if that was your career. I mean,
after I caught it, I definitely got more in tune with myself. So use this as an opportunity. Optimism is key in times like this.
She's 100% right, and I know I may have cracked a little joke here and there, but honestly, this isn't cool until the guy, the Terminator over here that's outside infecting people, knowing that he's infected. That shit is foul play and it's a crime. So I hope that they launch an investigation on this guy, because I'm gonna go ahead and put the list up of the other OnlyFans creators that he's infected. I don't have all the stories on them, but there's literally a list. They about to build a RICO on this nigga. This nigga is out here with his own custom strain. We gotta call that shit the Gucci strain, the Gucci virus. The Gucci who? I don't know what it is, but Gucci done did something. So ladies, please be careful. You feel what I'm saying? Anytime, even if you're in the adult industry, not industry, this is my rule of thumb. This is what I personally do. And this for guys and girls. No test, we ain't doing it. It's just that simple. And I think that's gonna save you from catching stuff like this. And I think we need to go ahead and just get more on the side of being more sexually responsible. I know the OnlyFans wave has been doing this thing. I know it's been going crazy, but let's get back to just having normal sex lives and not normalizing this, because this is the dark side that you don't see on the front of Twitter, that you don't see everywhere. It's not as glamorous as it thinks, and you don't want to put yourself in danger when you don't necessarily have to. You feel what I'm saying? I done said my part. If you still want to go bounce on that glizzy, go ahead, baby. The Big Reaper just trying to let and help everybody out here. You feel what I'm saying? Now that is going to be the end of the video today, guys. Now, before, what? Y'all want to fight? Because I know y'all about to be, where you been at? Where you been at? I actually was in Hurricane Helene, so I'm just now getting my Wi-Fi like working again. Luckily, I didn't lose my house or anything, but I was out of power, water for a good little minute. So I got time to really think about it and be like, look, we kicking this shit into gear 3. Now that this little hurricane over, I got my shit back. We kicking it into gear 3. So we're gonna go back to 5 days out the week, okay? Now, bear with me on this, because the videos I try to do now make sense. It's usually stories, so it takes me a little bit longer to do these videos. But shit, we not promised tomorrow, man. The way the hurricane slapping these days, I gotta motherfucking get this shit popping, man. So I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all sticking with me, man. Let's go ahead and get this shit. It's, Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. That'd be great. It's been your boy, the Big Reaper.
Reaper Online.